This is Marty from Newfoundland Electric Bike. I'm here with Alex in Vancouver, and Alex has a PT Cruiser that is converted to run 100% on electricity. So he's going to tell us a little bit about it right now.
Well, this is it. It's a 2002 PT Cruiser. I got it super cheap because the cars do not enjoy a good reputation. Their engines are terrible. And I thought best thing to do with it is to change it over to electric.
Wow.
This is the battery pack, charger, fuse box, and a 96 volt system. It all fits in the trunk, which is really handy. This is the charge cord here. Plugs into your lawnmower cord.
Wow.
So,
is it expensive to run?
Almost free.
This is
Electricity
amazing.
runs at 1/20th the cost of gas or biodiesel.
Were you saying something about a test drive?
Yeah, grab your board. So let's look under the hood.
We're going to look under the hood, and then we're going to go for a test drive.
So it's a 55 horse electric motor made in California, and it's made by a little golf cart company down there. We wired it in, put safety switches in, aluminum heat sinks for everything. It still has power steering, power brakes, power windows, power sunroof, because power isn't a problem when you have electric.
Was it expensive to make something like this?
Horribly so, yes. But how expensive is the natural disaster we live in now?
He's got a good point. We're going to go for a ride.
Put your board in the back for me.
I got to tell you, Alex, I'm super excited. I've never actually been inside an electric car before.
I went for a road test in one about a year ago, and it was enough to convince me to build one. So this is the horrible amount of noise you have when it runs. The bell stopped ringing in a second here.
I barely hear a thing.
Yeah, it's a power steering pump, so all you're going to hear.
Wow.
If we don't buckle up, this chime's going to start up as soon as we start rolling. The car still has airbags, it still has ABS, it still has traction control. It's got all of its other features that it came with because we wanted it that way.
Is there any downfall on running on 100% electric power?
Well, it's not for everyone.
But it's perfect for you.
Works for me. I giggle like a schoolgirl every time I drive this thing.
And if something like this can make Alex giggle, imagine what it can do for you.
Yeah, it's this or surfing. That's about the only two things that make me giggle a lot. So it's got enough power.
Wow.
Now
I don't even notice a difference.
being a farmer, I know how to shift a tractor, and this thing's very simple. But it's a combination with the electric. It gives it the features of an automatic. Being this transmission is standard, I can still rip around town as if I were driving a little hot rod.
It sure has some great pickup.
Yeah. How do I say this? The fella, I was in another one, and it'll do 160 kilometers an hour. Well, ask me how I know that. And
What's the top speed on this puppy?
I haven't had it up to top speed yet.
But you're certainly not underpowered. You can definitely
120 kilometers an hour would not be anything. Like, I've tatted up to that.
This is amazing.
So it's not a slouch. We've used a lot of the same type of engineering that they used in the Toyota Prius and remounting the electric drive on it, what have you. So there are a few changes that have to be made.
Do you have a website that you can find out more info about the stuff that you're up to?
Yeah, axlalley.ca. And it doesn't really feature a lot about this car. It'll just show us drinking beer and beginning it. But the finishing part of it, we're still setting up to film, and I guess this is it here. So, filming some of the finished product right now.
This is it, guys. So my name's Marty in Vancouver, British Columbia, driving with Alex in a 100% electric car. I'm speechless.